Michal Szlezak, welcome on stage. Thanks for joining us today. We asked the audience in the room.
Dobar dan.
Is the whole presentation going to be in Slovenian?
Unfortunately not. I have to surprise you.
This is when you raise the expectations, but good job with saying hello. We asked the audience which of the function is best supported by IT in their companies. Finance were leading by far.
Yes.
Procurement was the third, after other.
Yeah, drugo, what was
Drugo, that means other functions,
okay.
something that was not categorized. I always thought that procurement is all about squeezing vendors to lower their price, but I guess you're going to tell us differently, and I would really want to hear from you is how procurement got ahead of finance in terms of digitalization at Danfoss.
Okay.
The stage is yours.
Short comment to
yes?
those results. Well, I'm not surprised to see that finance leads because it's very complex. And within finance at Danfoss, we have many different processes. I will show you later on how many different entities we have, how many different ERP systems we have currently, and it leads to a really complex organization. So, how to increase the speed and agility of the business, what we are doing. Before that, key facts about Danfoss. I wonder how many of you know the company, know the brand. Maybe you are using some of our home appliances designed for heating, the heating, thermostatic valves, maybe. I can tell you, honestly, this is the one of the 4 pillars of Danfoss. The smallest, however, segment, because we have many, many more. But I won't tell more about this. Focusing on the fact we have 28,000 employees worldwide. We are selling our products in more than 100 countries. We have more than 20 factories in 72 countries. But the nice fact is that the company is still privately owned. It has been founded in 1933 in Norborg, and the current headquarters, the picture is on the presentation below. It's very close to the founder's house in Denmark. And Danfoss means, first part of the name stands for Danish, and the Foss stands for the flow of the water, because it all started with the products. Okay, what's affecting us globally, the megatrends. The world is changing. It creates new opportunities, but also those opportunities bring challenges. They also bring risks. The 5 top megatrends that are affecting us at Danfoss, they are listed below. It's digitalization, and I will focus mostly on that during my presentation. Then we have electrification, we have urbanization, food supply, and climate change. I will stop for a while on the last one because it's very relevant, and it's very relevant also for this conference. We should, to keep this world sustainable, to lower the growth of the temperature, we should cut down on the plastic. And that's what we're doing at Danfoss. We're not saying only that we are influenced mostly by those 5 megatrends. We're cutting totally down on the plastic usage. We removed all the plastic bottles with water from our offices, or we are removing it. All the products which are packed in plastic, we're trying to get rid of it because there are more opportunities, more solutions that are less plastic or free of plastic. Okay, the first perspective I would like to share with you, it's a procurement one. And as a procurement, I would like to ask you, as a procurer, I would like to ask you, where would you rather shop? In the shop on the left, or marketplace on the left of the slide, or on the right? It's about the user experience that Mark was sharing with us today. If I'm looking for some goods, okay, I have a precise need, then I would like to choose from the variety of the availabilities. And this is also what we are trying to give to our users, which are actually our internal customers, because we are customer-centric. We all should be customer-centric companies, but we as a support function, we're customer-centric, and we're serving our internal clients. So for us, it's easy. We would like to give them variety. We would like to give them options. We would like to give them the best user experience. How we are doing it? We're doing it, okay, first, how does the team look like? I'm currently responsible for, at Danfoss, I'm responsible for 2 regions, Eastern European region and Southern European region. They are highlighted in red. Those light red countries, they are not yet using SAP Ariba solution, but we're supporting them. So I have 19 members currently covering purchase orders in 11 countries, 10 factories, 15 legal entities, and we're processing around 30,000 purchase orders per year. It means 120 per day. How we are managing it, how it's even, how it's possible, what's the load, and what we gained from implementing SAP Ariba. I can tell you that we just went live with SAP Ariba yesterday, on Monday, in 3 countries, Portugal, Spain, and Italy. So it was the release 2. And we have further releases which will cover the rest of our companies, of the places that we are present. Okay, so how we are doing it, how those 9 people are covering the 30,000 purchase orders per year. We are, thanks to SAP Ariba, we are doing the process automation. So what you see on the slide behind me, this is how we already automated some of the requisitions which are going through the system. And giving you some also trying to visualize you. If you are trying to buy, or you need to buy a new company mobile phone, how do you do that? Would you like to find it in the internal, so-called internal store, or it's available at the moment at Danfoss from SAP Ariba solution, and the purchase of a new company phone takes only like 2 minutes. And I'm selecting if I prefer the iPhone X or if I prefer the Samsung Galaxy S10. It's so easy. I can add accessories to it. Same with a new computer. If I need a computer replacement, it also takes not more than 3 minutes with some adjustment in the configuration of the IT hardware that I want. So far, what we achieved last year, and we're aiming for more. It's reflected on the right side. On average, 55% of all the purchase requisitions, which are later on transferred into purchase orders, they are going through so-called punch-out catalogs. So people, our colleagues, employees, themselves, they are selecting the products which they want from the e-shops which are connected through SAP Ariba solution, then putting them into the basket, finalizing the process of placing the purchase acquisition. Sometimes we don't even need to touch as operational procurement those purchase acquisitions. Those small value purchase acquisition, they just go through the system with a notification to the cost center manager, because who cares for a very low value? Does it always need to be approved? We decided to do this because we want to reduce the complexity. We want to reduce the not necessary noise about creating a purchase order, about ordering the stuff. We want it to be as easy as online shopping when we do it privately. The 8.4% on the pie chart it reflects the so-called static catalogs. So for those suppliers which are not connected with us through e-shops or so-called punch-out catalogs, we are creating our internal catalogs with the price, with the picture of the product. These could be the small suppliers who cooperate with us. And we encourage also them, okay, let's see how it goes. We will have a static catalog first, but the options further are more. You can have a Ariba network account, and it also expands for the suppliers more opportunities to grow. Same for us. Yeah? So we are really benefiting from this process optimization. Because what's stopping at the operational buyers at the moment, at members of my team, these are only the requisitions where there is a specified need and we need to obtain an offer. We need to negotiate the conditions with the supplier. But we are also, giving them some low-hanging fruits, those options which are easy to take. And this is something what helped, I put this statement from Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, because that's what happens. And taking an example from yesterday, that situation really happened. A person didn't need to call us, didn't need to contact us, just placed an order for a new laptop. The fun fact is that it also happened, it was second release, another implementation of SAP Ariba in new countries, and we had some small issues with the access for one of my buyers. So the person didn't even see the purchase requisition going through the system. Later on, we checked together, okay, it went through the system. How cool is that? A person needed a laptop, placed a requisition, it was approved, okay, because of the gross value. It was approved by his cost center manager, and the order was sent to the vendor, in this case, through Ariba network. It took only a few minutes. Okay, then a bit bigger perspective, system perspective. We are implementing now SAP Ariba together with S/4HANA. And why we are doing this? This on the left, this figure, it represents the slow and complex organization. That's what we are right now, and we are reducing this complexity. We have 19 different ERP systems right now. We have more than 150 legal entities, and it creates a complexity. It makes it very slow to implement all the changes in those 19 systems. We have different processes at the moment still. We have different standard, different procedures, and also some scattered support functions. That's led us to a bold move to implement one platform, one common infrastructure to combine it all. One ERP, and behind the engine is S/4HANA. And now I would like to take you on a journey. If you maybe remember the purpose on putting the Formula 1 bullet on the slide. Do you maybe remember how does the pit stop looked like, well, 30 or 40 years ago? It took lots of efforts. I was watching the videos, people, how those pit stop guys were dressed, how many of them were involved in changing the tire and refueling the car, how much it has changed during the years. The fourth industrial revolution is here. And it's like with the pit stop. If you don't want to stay behind, you have to act now. Sooner or later, it will come to you. You will have to adapt. The sooner you will do it, the distance between the leader and you will be shorter. And maybe you will be in the top. Thank you very much.
Michal, don't go anywhere just yet. I have just a couple of questions. You procurement people are all about return on investment, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about return on investment in terms of implementing Ariba to support your function.
Of course, the purpose is, there are a few. Simplification of processes. Also reduction of the so-called manual work, which can be done automatically, or we are using also machine learning to improve some things, to remove the tasks, the manual tasks from people. Because that's also how we're creating a space to develop people, to give them more advanced things to do, to make them grow.
So in terms of, in the case of Danfoss, you are not the kind of procurement that only looks at the price. It's also the value that you see in growth of people, machine learning, getting them better platform to do better work.
Definitely. And I also observe that it works very well. We also focus on the sustainable supply chain. It's all about sustainability, right? So sustainable supply chain, creating a real value for the user. So there is no point in involving the people in some manual, putting the papers from one place to another, when they can negotiate the value, the terms and conditions, negotiate the price, find better partner for our business. This is where we create the value, and of course, the optimization. Which we are gaining from S/4HANA and Ariba. Okay, we are shortening the people who are doing the operational stuff. This is the return on investment. So we're lowering the operational cost. But we're trying to give the people something.
If you are now processing 30,000 purchase order per year, is this helping you process more of them? In case Danfoss grows in any spheres that it does business in?
Yeah, we are growing. We're constantly growing year to year, so it helps us definitely. And year by year, we're trying to automate as much as we can. It's not only about the operational procurement that can be optimized. It's also about the all-around financial processes. Because right now, when the purchase order is created, the goods are received. It's confirmed, okay, the goods are received, so someone like warehouse man confirms that the material has been delivered. Or a person who ordered a service confirms that the service has been conducted. Then the invoice is released for payment. It's connected to the purchase order, so it's like an attachment. According to the data from the purchase order, like the payment terms, the bank account that is in the system, it's paid. So it's not taking time for the finance people, for the accounting, to post it.
And now that your team has much more time because they don't have to shift all those papers around, what are they doing?
Yeah, they are doing more value-bringing activities, negotiating, changing, or making some improvements. Sometimes it's not like business is triggering some needs. We are triggering the change. We are observing. We're analyzing the spend data, okay, and looking, okay, where we can improve something. Maybe we can also simplify something. And we're doing those things.
Procurement is a rather unusual place where the change would arise in the company, so good job. Congratulations.
I can tell you that's something I'm maybe not challenging, but I'm trying to change the perception, how we as a procurement are perceived by other people. Because Danfoss, our net sales, this is 6 billion euro annually. And we buy products, direct products that we manufacture and process and sell to customers, but also indirect products for 3 billion. So 50% of our turnover, these are the products which we purchase. Isn't it important?
Yeah, maybe it is. Now that you're saying this, okay. Message is quite clear. Thanks for giving us a little bit background as well. You are done for now. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you
thanks
very much.
again.
Thank you.